Hi, welcome everybody. I am Annette, and please excuse me, I have some notes, so if I'm looking down, I'm just reminding myself what I want to talk to you guys about today. So just to tell you in brief, I'm Annette, I live in Philadelphia right now. I teach yoga, I am also a birth doula, I work in arts administration, and I recently started making jewelry as my what do I do during quarantine activities. So lots of shifting for me over the last 6 months, and I'm sure that you guys are feeling the same thing. And so that's what I want to talk about today. So how do we stay grounded during this time where there's so much shifting, right? And Shelley alluded to how this is the week, right? And so I'm actually really glad to be able to talk about this today, the 2nd of November. What are our tools for staying grounded? So one of the things that I try to stay close to the knowledge that I have everything that I need within me already, right? In terms of peace and calmness. And that no matter how crazy the storms get that are raging around us, that space is available to me. But it's not always easy to access that, right? Just because I know it's there doesn't mean that I feel like, oh, I can reach that place of ease easily. So do you guys know just like what it looks like when a dog is on a leash and it sees something that it gets excited about and it just darts after it, right? It's like an explosive movement. That's what my brain feels like on certain days, like after everything, like over here. And it's like I have no control over it. It's exhausting, right? So I don't know if you guys relate to that image, but that's exactly the kind of thing that I want to give my brain a bit of a break from. So the practice that we're going to do today is in order to give our brains a break. And to do that, we're going to start first by bringing our bodies into stillness. I like to think of the body as like a landing pad. We calm our bodies down, and then our brains, right, that are buzzing around up here can kind of look down and go, oh, that looks like a nice place. So we prepare a space for our minds to come down from that high buzzing place into the body, right, so that we can unite the two together. And so I'd like to start us with just a very short journaling exercise. I think it's a really great way. It's like something that's mental and physical, kind of slow things down in order to get ready for our seated meditation. So go ahead and take out something to write with. If you're a typer, you can type. And it's going to be 3 questions. I'll talk us through each one. You'll have a couple minutes for each one. So the first question is, who makes up my community right now? And what can I rely on them for? Who makes up my community right now? And what can I rely on them for? Right, that's something that could be changing for us from time to time. It's not always the same. And I know for myself that sometimes I need a little reminder. Who makes up my community right now? And what can I rely on them for? The next question is, what activities, practices, or times of the day make me feel most at ease? What activities, practices, or times of the day make me feel most at ease? When we're moving through our lives, at full tilt, sometimes it's not always obvious, I think, what things are calming us down, what things might be revving us up. So look for the things, look for the moments, the practices, the habits that are really working for you. Like notice them so that next time you need them, you can call on them. My example is I feel great when my bed is made. Like my heart jumps when I see it. It's so small. What activities, practices, or times of the day make me feel most at ease? You know, if it's just acknowledging that the early morning is a real special time for you, take that time. And the last question is, what is one thing I've accomplished recently that I can acknowledge myself for? What is one thing that I've accomplished, maybe just in the last couple of weeks, maybe in the last month or two, that I can acknowledge myself for? And the other thing about moving at 100 miles an hour through life, like we do sometimes, is that we forget to notice when we do something that's really, we can give ourselves a pat on the back for. Yeah. We've probably done a lot of new things in the last 6 months. Maybe we've done some scary things. Maybe we've really just come through. Let's take another few moments to write down anything else you'd like to. And as you're doing that, start to notice just how it feels to be in your body. And go ahead and put your writing aside. You can always come back to these questions anytime you want to. And find your way to a comfortable seat. So if maybe you're on the ground, if that's the case, and you have something you like to sit on, like a block or a bolster, something like that, go ahead and take that nice tall seat. You can also sit in a chair. Choose something that allows you to have a nice tall and long spine. And as you take this nice tall seat, let's all start by reaching our arms up over our heads. Reach up high to get a nice stretch through your arms, through your sides. Look up and then bring your hands down. Take your hands now at your heart together. And then let your hands fall into your lap, but keep all 10 fingers connected. So I'm holding my hands up high just so you can see for a moment. I'm going to bring them down into my lap. So you have like a space that you're cupping between your hands. If this isn't comfortable, if you're not into this, you can always take your hands palms facing down on your knees. So just a couple of choices for you. Lengthen your spine up a little bit higher. Notice if your chin is lifted at all or sticking forward like a turtle, and pull it in and lift up tall through the back and the crown of your head. Let your eyes drop closed. And start to open up your senses, all 5 of them. Just go one at a time. Start by what you feel, physical feelings. Move to opening up your ears. Listening for the sounds that are close by. And then maybe sounds that are far away from your space, but that are still making their way to you. Move now to your sense of smell. This one can be really subtle. Notice how to get access to it, you need to breathe in. You need to let things come in gently through your nose. It's just to acknowledge that sensation. You don't need to name it, right? You don't need to say, oh, I smell blank. Just to open yourself up to the sense. Move to your sense of taste. We don't usually think about this one during the day, right? But it's there. And then with your eyes closed, become aware of what you see. What does it feel like to look, to be aware of your whole field of view behind your lids? And then think of all 5 of your senses at once. Let everything that they have to say to you, let all of it in rather than blocking it out, as a way of bringing yourself into this moment. As you continue to stay open to your senses, become aware of your breath. And really allow your breath to be just exactly what it is. If it feels easy to focus on your breath, just let that experience be. If it feels difficult, or if you have some other sensation or thought around bringing your attention to your breath, just let it be. It doesn't need to be any different than the way that it's showing up, whether it feels good or whether it feels like something else. Experience your chest rising and falling. Experience the sound of your breath. And maintaining your attention on your breath. Bring your attention down to your feet. Be aware of your breath and be aware of your feet. Notice that where you place your attention in your body, you might start to feel a little bit of a heat or a little buzzing sensation there, just from resting your attention on that place. Hold your attention on your breath, and also become aware of your legs, your whole legs. So from your hips, moving down to your knees, and down to your feet. As you breathe, be aware of your whole legs. Move your attention to your waist, right? Experience your breath and let your attention rest on your waist, your sides, your belly, your low back. As you breathe, be aware of exactly where you are in your inhale or your exhale. Be aware of your waist. Bring your attention up to your chest. As you breathe, let your attention rest on your chest. Notice if you experience a little heat, a little buzz, a little warmth. If any value judgments come up, right? If anything comes up like wanting to change something, wanting to correct something, just notice that that came up and let it go. There's no need to change anything. As you breathe, move your attention up to your shoulders. And imagine from your shoulders pouring a warm and slow liquid from your shoulders down into your arms. Imagine that your arms are hollow and you're filling, pouring in both all the way down to your fingertips. As you breathe, imagine this warm and slow substance is filling from your fingertips, moving all the way up, filling through your arms, all the way up to your shoulders, until you feel a warm tingle from your fingertips all the way up to your shoulders. As you breathe, bring your attention to your throat, your neck. Check back in with all 5 of your senses. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of your throat. Let in the information from all of your senses. Bring your attention up to notice your chin, up to your lips. Allow your lips to be just gently pressed together. So really not pressed, but just resting, just gently touching. As you breathe, notice your teeth, your jaw, your tongue. And still allowing your lips to be just gently touching. Let your jaw relax. If your tongue is stuck to the roof of your mouth, let it go. And as you breathe, move your attention up to your nose. Just see if you can feel, if you can experience even just the tip of your nose. Move up to your eyelids. Eyelids just gently resting closed. Notice up to your eyebrows and that space right between your eyebrows. And then as you breathe, bring your attention up to the top of your head, the very crown of your head. And imagine again that warm, slow liquid. This time, instead of just the arms, imagine that from the top of your head, you're pouring all the way down to fill from the base of your seat, base of your posture, so starting maybe from your feet. Imagine entering from the crown of your head, the top of your head, this warm, very warming, slow liquid filling, now moving up from your feet through your legs, warming you from your seat, from the bottom, moving up to your hips, up to your belly. Continuing to breathe and moving your attention as you fill from the bottom, moving up now to your chest. Filling slowly. So heat and warmth spreading from the bottom all the way up now to your shoulders. Down through your arms so that you are filled. The space inside of you is filled from your feet all the way up through your midsection, your trunk, to your shoulders, down your arms. So totally warmed and full. And see in your mind's eye, filling now, filling through your throat, your neck, warming all the way up. Slowly from the base of your head, moving up, filling up to the crown of your head. And experience as you breathe your whole body as one unit. From the bottom all the way up to the crown of your head. Warmed and full. And continue to see in your mind's eye full, allowing the liquid now to spill out and over from the crown of your head. And you continue to breathe. When your attention wanders just for a moment, just gently, kindly guide it back to the full experience of your body. Experience your breath. Let your attention inhabit your whole body. And allow your attention now to incorporate your breath, your whole body, and your immediate space. Your space, your haven. Let your attention rest on your breath, your body, your space, and then extend out further, out into where you live, your community. Imagine that this heat and warmth that you have been building through your attention is emanating out to encompass not only your body, but your immediate space, all the way out to your community. And then let your awareness reach a little further out to encompass more, to all the places that you've been, and places that you have visited, that you have left a mark on. As you breathe, let your attention move out even further to encompass the whole globe. Beginning from your breath to your body, your space, your community, and all the way out. Let the warm energy that you generated reach and wrap around the whole globe. All the way out. As you breathe, from being aware of the whole globe, come back into your community. Come back into your space, your home. Come back into your seat, your body. Warm and full. Find your way to the bottom of an exhale. Find your way to empty breath, empty breath. And then all together, wherever we are, let's all take one big inhale through the nose. Breathe in. Open your mouth, sigh. And then all together, on your next inhale, reach your arms up over your head, open your eyes, look up to your hands. Lift the corners of your mouth for a little smile, stretch. Release your hands down into your lap. And you are complete. Thank you so much, everyone.